All right, we're going to transform this into something custom. Welcome back, friends. Today I'm very excited to test out this new tool right here by the Kreg company. They make several different tools for woodworkers. This is called a Rip Cut Circular Saw Edge Guide, and if you're somebody that's looking for something that's portable, inexpensive, and an easy way to rip plywood, this is something where you basically measure as you cut. That's how I would describe it. So you don't have to like draw a chalk line, things like that. You'll see how this works. I'll unbox this, do a quick demonstration. But I have to say, I own one similar to this, and what I see is the improvement. That edge guide that I had was really small. So when you get towards the end of your plywood, the last like inch, it would kind of wiggle around, and everything else was a really nice straight cut, but it couldn't finish well. That was the problem. This looks like it'll finish well, so that's why I'm happy to review this and hook it up to this DeWalt circular saw. I've had that for several years. I know I have to replace the cord. It's pretty bad looking. So that might actually be a video, or I might just do it on my own. I'll just read a little bit of the back to explain how it works. So it follows the panel edge for straight, repeatable cuts. Cuts up to 24 inches. You don't need to cut any longer than 24 inches because that's half of the distance of a sheet of plywood or OSB. So 24 is ideal. It attaches easily to your saw. We'll see how that works. The other version I had did attach pretty easy to this DeWalt saw right here. And it's sturdy. It's a sturdy, lightweight design. Solid aluminum rail, so it'll never rust. 100% support through the cut. Like I said, that's what I'm looking for. Works with left or right blade saws. So about 5 years ago, I was at a job site and I was helping some guys doing some framing. They ran into a little bit of a scheduling issue. We need to get it done fast, so I worked with them to complete the job one day. And the guy working on the job actually let me borrow one of these. I actually brought a table saw out, and he was saying, you know, you really should try something like this. So this looks like it's way better than the one that I tried. It worked pretty well. But if you're going to a job site, this is very inexpensive compared to a table saw, which I think I paid like 400 bucks for. So I'd recommend trying this. This may be all you need to go and rip down some material instead of carrying this big portable table saw. So, all right, let's go ahead and open this up. Cutting product registration information, instructions. This is the attachment mount. All right, I'll read the instructions and see how it works. Okay, there's two ways to mount this. You can do it right hand or left hand. This direction is considered left hand operation. Okay, so I spent some time, I went through the instructions. There's really not too many pages involved, so it's not too complicated, and there's some good pictures to look at afterwards just to see in color detail how it looks. So this matches up with this, and I believe this matches up. As you can see, you can pull that back and you can slide it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut 12 inches. If you can see right there is 12. You push that to lock it in place, and I have the depth adjusted to about 1 inch. Okay, so I'll show you how this works, and we'll test it out for the first time. Okay, so as far as I know, I have this finely tuned. Sometimes you can make a cut and then measure and see, like if you want to be like right down to like the 1/8 of an inch, which I would like to, but for all intents and purposes, if I take a foot off here and I have it nice and square, we're good. All right, so let's see if the saws, get the saws on. I like to just hold the guide right here, my right hand there. That just, you want to just keep that tight to your work. don't have that piece of wood extended out far enough, so just back up a little bit so I can just keep that momentum going forward. That's the best way to get a nice finish. I didn't have that deep enough. Okay.
Woo!
Okay, so let me explain to you what happened. On my saw, I didn't actually have the blade down far enough. That was something I didn't really check. I just looked at the numbers on the side. But the thing that's going on is the Kreg tool right there, it actually is underneath like a little sled, and that shims it up a little bit. So I didn't really fully look at it. And now I have another sheet of plywood right here, the same size. I'm going to take 12 inches off, but I did cut the other piece, and let me just show you how that measures up. All right, so let me just show you how accurate it is. I had it set to 12 inches. Boom, right on 12 inches. So that's perfect. I think there are some micro adjustments that you can make there, but it just turned out perfect. So I'm really excited that it's ready to go. So if I want to put it to 14 1/4, I will get just that. All right, so now I have the blade down further, which should be perfect. And I'm gonna cut it again. Let's just hope that the material falls off clean, and then I end up, instead of having a 4-foot piece, I will have a 3-foot piece. That's my goal. Okay, check the depth. Oh yeah, more than plenty. Might be actually too much. There's the edge that I cut. You can see how it finishes well. When I use my other saw guide, right at the very end, I'd always get some kind of a weird little notch right there. If I just like framing a house and putting OSB on the outside of a stud, if it's gapped a little bit, it's not a big deal. It's gonna get covered up with siding anyways. But this right here, so the game changer here is this long guide right here that just ensures that it keeps going straight. Now I could get a 8-foot piece and rip it down, but it's really not going to show you much more than what I showed you right here. It really comes down to the very end where it finishes. That's where I've seen the improvements need to be made, and the Kreg tool passes the test. So this is going to be just kind of a quick video showing how it works. You're going to see this tool in some other projects I have coming up this summer and fall. So please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet. And check me out on Instagram. I'm probably going to show this, like just some short video clips of me using it with some different projects. So I'm very excited to have the opportunity to test out some Kreg tools, and I'm looking forward to some projects that I have. Did I show you what so my plan is for this to be a nice heavy-duty portable worktop, and it's going to be similar to the inside my garage here. Let me just show you real quick what those look like. So what I'm planning on doing is enclosing the plywood in some of these trim boards. They're 2.5 by 3/4 actual dimensions, and this is going to be my portable tabletop. Okay. This concludes my video review of the Kreg Rip-Cut Circular Saw Edge Guide. If you find the video interesting or informative, please give it a thumbs up and help support my channel. That's it, friends. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Alright, so if you like this video, I think you might like a few other videos over there to the right. So please click on those. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, hit that button down below. And if you want to see what I'm up to throughout the week, please connect with me on Twitter and Instagram. Alright, friends. Enjoy.